Grill, grill,
Bruce, how tied are you to your penis?
No, man, when you leave it to like
To chance or
interpretation,
fate,
I don't know, man. I'm just finding the universe, and the waves will just find me, bro. But I just want to be a good person, and hopefully,
4:10.
These are the PNC News. With your head anchor, Tabiso Dirubitsa Noha. And your weatherman, the very cool Alfred Lichadima. And on sports, the very unfit Eusebius Swinya. On economics, it's the very beautiful Joyce D. Chilide. And on criminal news, the epitome of criminality. The one and only Makoda 211.
There were so much shots, gunshots which went around.
Only on PNC News. Kiritaba, the serious.
Oh, where's everyone?
PNC News.
And then kwenzakalan.
Hello and welcome to PNC News. My name is Leslie Faircaker and I'm back like not your father. Oh, your father hates you. In today's news, Julius Malema has stated that his party is poised to join GNU if the DA chooses to exit. GNU is the WhatsApp group no one asked to be in. Every WhatsApp group is a group no one asked to be in, but this is about the GNU. We all miserable in this group. Everyone wants their own thing and think their way is the right way, but the ANC forced us to be in it. We don't want GNU, we want GNX. The DA is like an iPhone 6, just wants to be in charge. ANC is singing, they not like us, they not like us. This is not the togetherness Ishmael was singing about.
The GNU will not last long. Prepare to work with the ANC of Cyril Ramaphosa. So the ANC conference is going to remove Cyril Ramaphosa, whether he likes it or not. It's his second time.
I'm not going to be here.
Fails. Then the doomsayers are going to say, you see, if you don't work with the DA, you are going to fail. So we're not in an alliance with them. We're not voting for them for anything. We're going to vote for their budget, for whatever is required from us in order to defeat the DA and demonstrate to the national leadership.
Everyone wants to be the Beyonce of the group, even Jay-Z. Let's leave GNU in 2024 like we almost left Trump. Almost rest in peace to Donald Trump after he was almost assassinated. Kamala was almost president of the USA, but in the words of Brandy, almost doesn't count. Yes, I don't just drink, I also listen to Brandy. Ryan Wesley Root is the man who almost assassinated Donald Trump. We vote he must join GNU so we can leave him in 2024 too. And we're taking Luigi Mangione with us into 2025. Here at PNC News, we prefer our shooters have aim. Never miss is our motto. Because we at PNC News, we don't miss. Let's go to sport. Over to you, Eusebius Swinya. Thank you, Leslie. My name is Eusebius Swinya and welcome to Sports and Stuff Like It. Now let's get into your sports bulletin. South Africa, these are the things we are leaving behind in 2024. First of all, I'm going to start with the Paralympics TikTok team. This year, the Paralympics TikTok page gained traction for all the wrong reasons, with various videos leaning into what some might say is disability porn. While the page claimed to highlight athletes' strengths and resilience, instead it focused on shock value and borderline mockery. As we move into 2025, let's leave this content strategy behind us and leave it to Primo 19. And remember, the Paralympics deserves applause for its competition, not petty-laced clickbait. And now staying on Olympics, we are saying goodbye to the 2024 Paris Olympics, but not without making a pickup for the highlights of the epic races, the new records, and of course, the hardware. South Africans may not have topped the medal table, but let's admit it, our athletes gave us moments worth replaying in 4K. But as we take the gold and a few silvers and one bronze with us, let's leave behind the scandals and the excuses and anyone still arguing about who had flu and who didn't have flu. And now moving on to your weird sport of the week. Guys, we are tossing out dwarf tossing. Let's not forget the most jaw-dropping sports we've profiled this year, from dwarf dropping to cycle ball. But in these particular times, it gave us plenty of laughs and side eyes. But let's face it, we can't be throwing little people as far as we can. These people have suffered enough. They have trouble finding jobs, reaching for things. And not to mention the injuries that come with that sport. Doctors are refusing to do surgery on these people and they have to look for help at vets. So let's leave this one in 2024. And that's all the time I have here on sports and stuff like it. My name is Eusebius Swinyak. Back to you in studio. Leslie.
Thank you, Eusebius Msunyak. Now for economy. Over to you, Joyce the charlatan.
Thank you so much for that, Lesufi. Welcome to the economic segment with your girl, Joyce Wakadi Cheleteng. The end of year has come faster than those two-pot system applications, and we are at the tail end of the office fatigue. With that said, here are some financial tips to consider and to add to your New Year, New Me chapter. First of all, we've got retail CEOs who continue to heighten and tighten our belts. Yes, you heard correct. We are within waist trainers, fresh off Dr. Pert's operating table and in constant pain. The only difference is there was no consent. As retail prices continue to leave ordinary South Africans having to choose between bread and beer. According to the Competition Commission, which is a regulatory system monitoring the ethics of businesses in South Africa, they say grocery outlets across the country are overcharging South Africans for food items. The report further states that retailer costs have gone down, but the prices have not. To be honest, the price of a mere tray of eggs has been the number one reason for rising cases in divorce. Also, Tsepo, tlogela di danono tsa bana, please.
According to recent reports, grocery outlets across the country are overcharging South Africans for food items. The Competition Commission, which monitors the ethics of businesses in South Africa, published a report on this issue recently. They say that retailers have been slow in cutting their prices despite producer costs decreasing. So in other words, these retailers' costs have gone down, but their prices haven't.
In your Blessers Index, the year 2024 was a clear indication of how big Blessers blessed themselves, self-marketing if you will, and the car of choice was none other than the Mercedes-Benz McLaren. What a beaut! Who knew beefy cakes like Big Zulu would squeeze their thick thighs into a slinky little McLaren? Billiard bottles and the babes were the highlight of club culture this year, with more sparklers in the club than a New Year's Eve cricket show. Mabotolo left, right and center, but please warn the girlies in the section not to open the big bottle in the cage. If you know, you know.
I once had a girlfriend allowance and Shame was cute.
What's cute?
He used to give me 50k a month.
That's very cute.
I was happy.
BBL bookings were at an all-time high, with the babies booking flights for new bums every 2 weeks or monthly. How jiga kona o chaiswake marau. What waste isn't just a question, it's an ongoing open investigation. Our classes around the country were found shaking. Speaking of enhancements, while others did build a body course, the rest found what could possibly be the return of thin is in, all thanks to Ozzy Oza, aka Ozempic. Listen, if you like it, I love it. The rise in skin lightening has been with some people, and they're getting lighter as the sun gets hotter. Just don't forget to keep some sunscreen handy. I think we are taking glowing from the inside a little too literally. Some of you guys are going to be walking with clothes and teeth showing. We are going to see right through you.
And then, did you have any work done? Like, have you done BBLs and all that stuff?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did.
What have you done?
Ngenze 360 lipo, so I moved fats from my stomach to my hips to fill my hip dips. Yeah, but abantu understand, they always say, when with your fake ass. My ass is not fake. It's my ass. All I did was just take fat from my stomach and then my hip dips one pill.
Hustler of the week, though, will go to South Africa. We have no water when it's hot and no electricity when it's cold. Do with that what you will. South Africa is still standing. Well, that's it. I have all the news in the economic segment. Happy Christmas, Merry New Year, and we will see you on the other side. From me, Joyce Wakadi-Cheleteng, it's back to you in studio. Lucas.
Thank you, Joyce the charlatan. Now for the crime of the criminologists to the criminals. Over to you, Makora Tulaos.
Is that a man? Is that a girl? What is that? I don't know. Let me see if you can run it. Let me see if you can run it. Let me see if you can run it. Ooh, I didn't think so many people would come. Ooh. Is that the cheap seat? So let me go there. Let me talk to you, tell you how it is. That's all you get for 600. Oh, yo. And they said they didn't like me in Africa. All right, middle seats, more power. How we do it with your middle seats? Here you go. I give you a kick in the ball grab. Now I'm done with you. That's what you get for 800. Yes, I grabbed a little too soon. Christopher! What was that? What did just go past me? Oh, what the hell is that? I think I'm in trouble. Oh, is that the sound guy? What is he doing in the sky?
Hey! Security! Hey, man, Christopher, we are trying to work here.
What the fuck is happening?
Tangoles! Help! It's Kasakona, 10:45. He's Kasogwan Zimali. Kolagami Kolenga Clever Tandegi. Iparega Sabegi, guys, you are confused. Sisamoyeni. Umakona is afraid of heights. Mara, fuck is there is no climb too high for us to get to. Chris also. Security! Yeah, man, there's no security here. We are in the sky. How do we even breathe without any air up here?
No air.
Ooh. No air. We are not here to play games, Christopher. We just want... Don't look down, Makota. Don't look down, Makota.
What the fuck are you? What do you want?
We want your phone. We want your...
My phone is down there. I fucking don't bring a phone on when I perform, bruh.
Hold the phone. No, it's too far down there. But we must take something. Chris, Emanya, hold on to this. Christopher.
Yes. The fuck is... No shit. Fuck, I don't get when I see one.
Give us something, Christopher.
Oh, fucking
give us something.
Fucking warn me, bro.
Oh.
Fucking warn me.
Hey.
Can't you?
Hey.
Fucking show love.
What are you even wearing? Hey, man.
Peter. No, we weren't even married, bro. No air.
That is your trauma talking. You know what? This is enough. I can't take this anymore.
Yeah, bro. Just bounce, bro.
Back to you in studio. Leslie.
Hey. And now it's time to chew them deuces up.
Hey! Security!
Thank you, Makoratulals, for stealing the show like you always do. Now for the weather. Over to you, Alfred Alhamdulillah.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Moya wa South Africa needs some changes. I am Alfie Lechadis Selimos Daddies. South Africa, Moya wa South Africa needs some changes. I am in oxygen here in Monate. But we need to implement some upgrades and some tweaks going into the year 2024. And I have some suggestions for the people in charge of Moyawa South Africa. Bra God, Jehovah Jireh. Amen. Liana, Bra Satan down there, he also controls some of this weather. But first things first, let us, talk about things that need to change. We are tired of floods. We are tired of floods. Everywhere we go, we are riddled by floods, especially the previously disadvantaged human being who was not exposed to swimming lessons. Now you literally have to swim to save your life. You have to swim for your life immediately when you are, stuck in such a conundrum that we call a flood. You have to save the ladies next door who have never been exposed to swimming lessons because you went to a private school. Now the community is laying on your shoulders to save them. And all you're going to win at the end is a community builder medal from the sheriff from your small town. That is not something that we want to take into 2025. The winds also. The winds in South Africa, they are too strong for our cars. I'm tired of explaining to my passengers, no, we are not in trouble. It's just me, maneuvering road turbulence. They think this thing doesn't exist, but they are not in the driver's seat of my car. Also, we are done with this international weather's just infiltrating us like our tectonic plates don't belong to us. I am tired of having things out on a hurricane. Here. I don't want disasters that have names to riddle our country. Maybe more, but not everywhere else. Hurricanes that are named after backstabbers. Hurricane Dineo, Charlene, or Amos. Hurricane Jonas. How do you name a hurricane after a deadbeat father? Huh? It's only going to give you trauma. Hurricane trauma. We want snow in December when snow is supposed to be. We don't want snow in the middle of the year. And our Father Christmas is now in malls, in a hot mall with no air conditioner, busy, lying to people's children there, promising them things their parents cannot afford. Imagine Father Christmas, I would say, no, I will make peace for your family, my daughter. There's no such thing. Christmas is in 5 days. You can't have peace that is rapid peace, no. So next year, Rinyaka Moya wa South Africa ube organized global warning. Organized. So more snow at the end of the year for Father Christmas to shine like, the Father Christmas out there. Kintweri Rinyaka. So that is what I have for you on the news weather desk going into 2025. Be safe out there, drive safely, and use a plastic latex. Kinna Alfred Lechadis, Selimos Daddies. Back to you in studio. Wena Maslepiana. Oh, kumklope.
And that's it from us at PNC News. My name is Leslie Faircaker. See you next week, same time, same green screen. Fuck Michael Owen.
Something's popping when funny meets cheesy. Like the fresh scent of a man with a plan, the creativity is always freshly delivered. Introducing the coolest, funniest, and freshest trio in the podcast scenes, PNC. Proudly and freshly brought to you by X, with the X Effect. All right, put them over there.
Put
them over there.
Put them over there.
No, man, it doesn't happen like that anymore.
Anymore.
All right, let's start.
Honestly, I didn't want to talk about the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was trying to tell you a story about the banana.
Yes.
And then it went all sorts of places.
I guess that's what happens when you talk about bananas. The story becomes slippery. Cheers, boys, cheers, girls, and the cheers, babies. Welcome yet again to another episode of PNC, People in Need of Comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, you might be watching us on a Wednesday, but we are rocking our Sunday clothes. Yes, the first person rocking his Sunday attire, rocking a British Empire bodyguard from Beijing, British Empire Border Patrol security guard hat to ensure that his complexion doesn't change. It's the one and only Tsitsi Banana Shambok Turmeric, the barbaric.
Yeah, banana shambo.
And of course, rocking the oxymoron hairstyle. It's wet, but it's dry. Yes, the crinkly Michael Jackson haircut that caught on fire during the Billie Jean sequel. Rocking jeans that look like she jumped off an electric fence. Please put your hands together for the one and only Farida Firizei. And dubbed the man that they call Chris Light Brown in Murmur. Please put your hands together for the one and only Shandreze. And the only person from the crew who still knows the price of condoms, Tabiso Mhlongo.
I don't think he uses.
That's a weird thing
I'm
to say.
abstaining. I've been abstaining for a long time.
How long is long?
8 years now. Running.
Nice.
I stopped when my kid was
born. Is
yeah.
it?
That's nice.
So since then,
it's not without the lack of trying. It's just been tough.
All right. No, we are with you.
Yeah, man. How are you?
The most awkward 2 seconds.
How are you?
Yes,
Okay.
Everyone together went shame.
I get we are being expressive today. I'm following your lead.
How was I? How
You were
was I
being
expressive,
vulnerable.
bro? That was before the episode was supposed to be recorded.
True.
It was okay.
I was telling a story.
So it won't make it to the episode.
Ah.
Yeah, I mean now I think
Nah,
it
just
will.
cut
But
me out there. Anyway, I didn't say anything.
this is not how I am on camera.
I'm
You
sure.
know what I'm saying?
I'm sure.
Kemutumo sharp, man. This year, I want to talk about positivity.
What's positive that's happened in your life lately?
How positive? You don't
Yeah.
need anything to happen. You just positify into life. And you?
I'm still here, which is positive.
Right.
Damn, bro, that's dark. Yo, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Yes, I could have. Who knows? The holidays, they take people. There's a Superman sweep that happens
That's true.
in December, So I'm clearly still on the shelf, ready to be bought.
Have you ever been driving like on the highway or something like that? Oh, pop-ups with the choir. There we go.
Oh.
We started without introducing him at all.
Everyone forgot about you.
Yo, what's going
He only
on?
said was, how are you?
Okay, let's do a nice one, Tsitsi.
And how are you?
And how are you?
He's gonna blame me. Yeah.
Just do one, because look at that
Okay,
smile.
let's do one.
Nice one.
And yeah.
Be nice. Take your time. Take your time.
Oh my word.
Think about it.
Got the dreads. Ukarma to the millipede. Kenala Hokolodi himself. You look like a millipede, bro. You're dressed like what? Black and a little bit brown.
A little bit brown.
Super Pops with the guardi. Yeah.
Black and a little bit brown.
How's it going, Pops?
You know,
Chandra,
you're acting like a millipede, bro. You know when you touch it and it does those things? When it's angry, I don't know if you've ever played
Yes,
with
I
one.
have. I have.
And
And,
then
it
it-
curls up.
You're curled up.
Shongololo, is that?
Shongololo.
Shongololo, yes.
Shongololo, it's a millipede, man. So that's the scientific term.
Shongolols.
You know? Yeah.
You asking how I am, my brother?
Yes, how you doing,
Me,
my
I'm
brother?
delicious, Chandra. How are you, my dogs?
I'm so good, my friend. What were you up to this weekend?
Ooh, this weekend, my brother, I almost went to Chris Brown.
Is it? Why
Yeah.
didn't you go?
Titi wasn't allowed. So
why are you telling the truth,
Oh,
man?
so
Tabiso said that you were starting on a vulnerable state.
So now my truth must always be out.
yeah.
Oh, so people were inviting people to Chris Brown. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, must be nice.
Hey, you know, you invite your friend, you forget. now that he's a father.
Yo.
Responsibilities.
And the thing is,
And I invited him. When I invited him, I didn't realize he was on speaker.
Yo.
All I just heard is, no one is going to Chris Brown in this house.
We've got Chris Brown at home.
He is.
But I wish I was in a different room when I answered the call. Because I managed to swindle her to say yes for 2 hours.
Yo.
But you can tell, you know, when you can feel this kitling in the house, you're like, yo, if I leave here.
It's up to you.
Oh, when they close the doors, rough.
That doesn't happen in my house. Yo.
Yeah,
No, you can just hear. You know when someone is upset in the house, the doors are being shut a
There's an
little louder.
intention behind closing the
Yes.
door.
I don't know that one.
You just hear.
But besides that, my dog artistry was amazing.
Yo, that was-
Bioscope and artistry was bro, I can't
Fire,
explain how dope
Yeah.
our last 2 shows were, bro.
It was insane, just us performing, and we really made it like, because we performed a little more than our acts, you know, and it really made it a little bit more special, because always, you know, we give our acts the opportunity to perform as long as they want to, but just for us to be there, and a lot of Cheese Gang came through, because like the references, like I at one point I was like, yo, the hardest word Tsitsi ever struggled with, and before I could even say it, everyone was like, participation. And I was like, oh my word, we have the best people ever.
And that was your highlight.
Yeah, that was the highlight of my weekend. I was just chilling. I was just going through social media and I saw that guy. What's that guy? Lutuli Dlamini.
Oh, yes, the actor.
Yeah, bro. I saw him.
Oh,
and
Stan.
Stan.
Yes.
Stan, yes.
After having that incredible highlight of Bioscope the whole weekend and then seeing him, and then my immediate thoughts were like, yo, bro, what would you do if your dreams failed?
But do you think his
What you-
dreams
what
have
would-
failed? It seems like he's doing okay. Because the thing is, you want him to look how you want him to
No. I don't want him to look anywhere. I always thought that he went.
beer and stay there and run back.
And why she's loads in that Vasco.
Yeah, man. Like, I mean, the guy was a prominent actor. Like, he was on big shows, and he was like popular. And you'd look at him, and you'd be like, "Yo, this guy is only going up like higher and higher." You'd see him the way he talks, the way he articulates himself, and it just was a question for me. You're like, what would you do if all of this must end? No more PNC, no more comedy, no more nothing. And I know during COVID we lived through it, but what if your dreams like died and you failed at them? Like, what would you be doing now?
Probably beg at the corner and use words like preposterous.
Say things like of your cologne.
And tumultuous. And make fun of people's colognes as they drive by. Jeepers.
It's air fresh.
This Giorgio Armani is vexing me. Please drive on. Jeepers.
You do that.
Drive on.
No.
I'll drive past you, even if I knew you.
No. For me, bro, I think over and above everything, right? I think we were brought to this world to survive, bro.
Yes.
Right? A lot of people like to identify with what they are, which is the common mistake a lot of people make. People identify with what they are. Oh, I'm Titi, I'm an engineer. I'm Farida, I'm a doctor. No, you are Farida. You could have been a doctor for this chapter of your life. Next chapter, you could be a mom who just blows at home for 10 years. Next chapter, you could be a farmer. You and your husband decide to get a farm. Now you're farming. You can't be there going, hey, I'm a doctor. I don't know how to plant seeds. Hey, I'm a doctor. I don't know how to slaughter pigs. Not that you would.
Wow.
Sorry. But you know what I mean?
Wow. Why would I have pigs at my farm?
Oh, for the workers.
Bacon on me. Ribs on tap.
You tell them to eat next to you just so you can smell, you know?
Did you like the paste I made for that heat?
No, bro. So we like to identify as what we are, right? And the truth of the matter, bro, if something doesn't work out, move on to the next thing, dog. Right? You had your time. This was great. Like, for me, if this all ends, I'll be like, yo, that was a great run. Then I'll pivot to the next thing, bro.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You know, like, and we must get used to the idea that, because I think that's what a lot of people do, especially, because look at sports. Sports has a time frame, dog.
Yes.
And a lot of sports people still, over the years, have this thing where they think they're going to play soccer forever. Or they're going to... No, dog, it's going to end. At some point, it's going to end.
Yeah, like...
What do you do after that?
Like a rugby player, like 33, dog.
It's going
to
to
You know how young you are? Like
end.
33.
Bruh.
Your rugby career is basically over.
Even that lady, man, Simone Biles.
Yes.
Bro, like I guess she's like the longest, not the longest, but she did gymnastics to a very late age, but that late age is 28.
Just so
right?
young.
So and remember that like it's like Olympics and all that stuff. So now it's done. Like now she's like retired at 28, bro.
That is
But
crazy.
and that doesn't mean her life is over.
Yeah.
It just means she's now moving on to the next chapter. And I think that's what a lot of our celebrities or hip-hop stars or actors or whatnot have not been able to do in recent years. They haven't been able to sort of move on to the next chapter of their lives, right?
Yeah.
There are some people that we might not see or hear from or whatever, but when you look into their lives, they're successful. They're running successful businesses or they've transitioned into another thing.
Yeah.
I think a lot of what happened back in the day with people who were really good at what they did, there was like this big monopoly on like, if you were in, you were in. If you had this TV show, if you were in a network, but then over time, all of that changed. And now all the big actors because back in the day when you were in a soapy, you were locked in. Bro, your life was sorted especially if it was those soapies that were never ending. You were sorted, bro. You had fame, you had real fame, not this today fame. You had real fame. Like the mall would have to shut down because you were in there. Damn. Right? So all these things that you were given, how do you spin them into the next thing, bro? And I think that's what a lot of people who kind of are in that position are going through, is like they didn't capitalize on that moment.
But even for you, like for you, I want to
Why
find
are
out
you
for
asking
you.
these questions? Do you want us to finish?
No, I'm not asking it. I'm just trying to find out, like, what would you have been doing if, say, maybe this ends? What would be the next chapter for you?
Yo, there's so many things to do, bro. I think when you stumble upon something like this that we do, this is honestly the best thing I've ever done in my life. Being a comedian, having this show, doing what I've been doing for the past 15 years has been a dream of mine, right? I get to do what I love every day. That's why I don't complain as much as the hours get whatnot. But if it all had to end, there would be other things that I would do because I have other interests. You know, I would build cars. I don't know. I would model.
Ooh.
No, but that's still entertainment. No, that's still entertainment.
Why your model went straight to gay?
Why
is it?
Why
Why
are
only
you
on your
here?
first pose?
OnlyFans. If it all ends, Kibula OnlyFans.
Come listen to my farts.
Swipe to see Mutsinsin.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I think...
So building cars, so you'd want
building cars, I'd develop applications. There's applications that I think I could develop that could have some legs. I would develop some games with Tsitsi. There's a lot of things that I would do, bro. There's a lot of businesses. Maybe I'd go into franchising if I wasn't... Yeah, franchising is also one of those things where it's not hard to get into. You just need a lot of capital investment. And the easier... So the franchises that don't have a lot of things to worry about, like if you just opening a chicken shop, all you have to worry about is chicken.
Chicken, yes.
You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about lettuce. No. So I'd maybe open a franchise. Do you know what I mean?
Imagine your business fell because of lettuce. Oh, buy the bag on a lettuce.
Yeah, right. Every time Rago steals on a lettuce. No, but so what I'm basically trying to say is, outside of what you do and who you are, there's so many ways to earn a living. And I think a lot of us, and that's why, especially in our career, they say don't think with your stomach. A lot of us use our career as you don't have to, bro. Like, diversify your portfolio. Doesn't matter what you do. A lot of the richest people in this country, the people that run our Fortune 500 companies, when you look at what the guy did, he studied to be a doctor, but this owns 50 companies. You know, he didn't study to go become an entrepreneur or a businessman or whatnot, but his life pivoted. So there's opportunity everywhere. And I think, especially with us in our field, you must learn to grab hold of every opportunity.
Yep.
You know?
For Rita, for you, what would you have?
I probably would have gone back to doing like an office job. Before I did social media, I was doing production. And I was a production manager for like 3 shows on ETV, SABC, and I think DSTV. So I still have the background. I could still do the work. It's not my passion, obviously, because what I'm doing now is my passion, and it's like tripled in value for me because of what I do. So either that or I'll become a social worker.
But you're also an assistant.
Yes.
To
Dineo Ranaka.
So I wow.
Were you an assistant to Dineo Ranaka?
When she still had one child.
So Farida saw everything. Tell us.
She met all the guys.
Tell us.
I really didn't.
Black Les, eh? Kind of what's that song, eh?
You were there, Generation
Coco. What's Black Lost song? That one about freedom. We want freedom.
Okay.
Everybody said,
it was such a weird experience. But it was different. I thought, this is me becoming famous. I'm going to live my dream. Nobody knew me. Nobody cared. It didn't matter. But it was cool. It was cool.
Woman, tell us. How did it start?
The dramas. Okay, so Dineo worked at Club 808 as the presenter with Mo Flavor, right? And I was the production assistant for that show. And we became close, and she was like, so I'm doing a reality show, you know? And I know you do a lot of work and you're good, but like, I'd like to hire you to come and work for me. So I said, I'm going to have 2 jobs. Oh, this is dope. So what would happen was, I didn't know how television worked at the time. So I'm like, so we're just going to follow her around and she's going to do her real life things. But reality always has that
scriptero.
So I'm like, okay, she says get to set. At this time, I get to set. I'm ready. They do the makeup. So they're like, action. I said, action? Like, are we acting? What's going on here? So there was a part in the show where we were having an argument. And I'm good with my work, but I had to like play I didn't do my job well. And I was really just not doing it well.
Wow.
Hey, reality is that fake.
It is.
You're not acting.
Reality, bro.
Excuse me.
I've been trying to tell my mom for years that reality TV is not real.
It can't be.
It's not.
It's not real.
Reality TV is not real.
Damn.
So,
Have you ever tried to record real life? It's boring.
It is, because there's nothing going on. They have to create moments of tension so that it leaves it on a cliffhanger, or you pick a character you like, or someone. It's a story.
Yeah.
Damn, so you're telling me that there's actually like a brainstorming session. All right, guys, what if... so we're looking at the Kardashians. What if, Chrissy, you just slap Kim across the face?
Bruce, how tied are you to your penis? We need you for the season 8 finale. We just...
Oh my God, pivot. Would just like you to take a pivot.
Yo, Demanera. What's talking on?
I'm not married to it.
He said yes too quickly. Yes.
And
didn't
now
even
here
wait
she
for.
is.
We didn't tell you the offer. No,
No, it's all right.
I'll do it for
It
free.
doesn't matter.
Yo, that's
Doesn't matter, yeah. Reality
Titi,
TV.
you? What would you have done if you didn't do this?
What would I?
Let's say what would you have done if all of this ended?
Now.
Now,
or ever.
Ever, let's say ever.
Like me, ever, I've never wanted to like talk in front of people. I wanted to be an athlete, right? I can't do that now. Yeah, no.
So they were said with a lot of.
Yeah, I can't do it now. But I also like I don't think I was as talented as I would have liked to be, or worked as hard as I would have liked to in that field. Game design, probably do that. One thing I know I'll do is that I'll do something in entertainment. Whatever it is, it will be entertaining people, especially in the background. Like I'm really good at like conceptualizing stuff, so I'll do that. I'll learn something, but like, I never worry about that stuff, because I'm really good at learning things and like implementing as quick as possible as I need to. Like, yeah, bro. Like half of the things that I've learned are always something else, and then I just figure out a way to do it that way. And I'm good at not being poor. Like not that I'm, like
that's a good.
I'm good at running away from poverty, my bro. Like I'm very good at that. If
there's one thing I know
even
about
at school,
comics,
I used to sell stuff so that I can run away from poverty, because I could see like poverty, especially in school, less Vaseline, as a child. That's something that can get you, noticed. Even also like, there's a lot of group work when you're not, So I always wanted to do stuff by myself. So like, when you're growing up, you could see like every time like things are hard at home, you have to do things with other children.
So you don't have the option to opt out.
This might just explain gangsterism.
Yeah.
That's exactly
They had
what it
nothing
is.
to do. That's why they together.
And all you asked us, what would you do if this didn't work out? Poor people, let me tell you, they work in groups. And I like to be by myself, so
I would do something that would maintain the power of being alone
And being able to
that's,
stay
That's
alone.
the most creative you can be. Is that because when you're in a group, people like, and that's what I hate. That's why I wouldn't put myself in that situation to do. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I would do. Is that I don't like it when people enforce something on you and you don't have an option to say no.
Yes.
And that's the only feeling that will make me find something else to do. And what that is, I don't know.
That's beautiful. Because me, myself, like, I always try things. Like, if you look at my working career, the first job I ever had was I worked at Capitec Bank. And then
How long has Capitec been around?
Yeah, bro, I know, man.
How long have you been unemployed?
My first job ever was Capitec. And
Wait, when was this, Chandra?
I worked at Capitec Bank. I can't remember the exact years, but I worked there, bro. I haven't told you guys
Before
the
you were a
story.
Boilermaker?
Before I was a Boilermaker, I used to work at Capitec Bank.
Capitec from like 5 years ago.
Feels like it.
No, bro. We used to wear that turquoise, I don't know, like turquoise green shirt with the black.
It looks
that's
like
that's the one. I've never told you guys the Capitec story.
No. 5
Where they
years
robbed-
ago was 2019.
Yo, that's crazy.
Capitec was actually established on the 1st of March 2001.
Look at that. Started as a loan shark.
Capitec, when I was in high school, Capitec was around.
Yeah, it started as a loan shark.
That's
what we learned when they
crazy.
sent us to Stellenbosch. And then we go there and we sing a song. I believe I can. I believe I hope as well. That is the power to believe. You go for a whole 2 weeks course in Stellenbosch. People get rowdy as hell in that Protea hotel. Listen, when I'm telling you, marriages were ruined.
Yeah, but any work function is like
Hey, 2 weeks.
yeah, work
Which
functions.
is and then they teach you how to use the system and all of that. And then,
After you've ruined the marriage, now you are learning how
to give people loans. Guys, I can't believe I've never told.
You've told the story.
Yeah,
before.
I've told the Capitec story before. Yeah, I worked at Capitec. Then after that, I was just like, you know what?
When did he tell the Capitec story? Do you remember the Capitec story?
Don't you remember
told
when
me,
he
but
said
I don't
when Capitec was a client here? He had a story about Capitec.
Yes, I think yes.
Oh, yes.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay,
yes.
okay, okay.
So yeah, after Capitec, I went to go work as a Boilermaker. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna try something new. Let me see if I can work with my hands. And then I didn't know that we had to wear overalls.
Blue collar worker.
Overall makes you look poor immediately. You just accept your poorness.
With the reflector.
Yeah. And then
I like uniform.
Yeah, and then after after what's the name? It was first actually I tried to be a rugby player. That didn't work out. Capitec after that, and then Boilermaker, and then after that I was like, hey, let me try to be a comedian, and then
Is it? So you went from that to comedian?
Yes.
That's nice. Wait, how many times? What did you try before becoming a comedian?
A lot of things. I want to hear what Tabiso is gonna.
No, I was gonna come into that Bruce defense, because you see what you're mentioning. That's you trying to break out. You're trying to find a job that makes your life different. And that I think that's what sets it, makes it different, or sets us apart from the regular person who loses after the dream doesn't work out.
Yes.
So, for instance, like soccer players and athletes and all these people, by the time they reach their peak, they're living a certain lifestyle. So the amount of money they make, even actors and actresses, the amount of money they make, the kind of schools their children go to, the kind of neighborhoods they live in, the kind of experiences they are accustomed to, don't necessarily carry on after the job ends. Purely, not because of drugs or anything, but purely because of the fact that nothing in life provides you that kind of income except that kind of occupation. So if you are Tiko Modise and every month you are making $1 million with Sundowns, it doesn't make sense for you to live in Bram.
True.
You're making $1 million every month, and you must keep to a certain standard. So your children go to a certain school because all the other children go to that school, and then we've been friends together. You know.
Together.
Yes.
The children.
Listen.
English dribbling us. Yeah.
No, but that's essentially what happens. So you can be whatever footballer or whatever, and people will say after you retire, hey, you blew it, what. But sometimes it's not because of that. Your lifestyle is up here and you can handle it. It's not you overspending or being irresponsible, but you make $1 million a month, therefore you can afford to spend 200K every month on expenses. Then overnight you retire. You don't make $1 million a month anymore. Now it starts eating from the account. So your school fees all of a sudden becomes, how have I been paying 50,000 every month for school fees? But you were making $1 million. Now
So
you
you
don't
don't
make
feed
$1
it,
million. Now you owe 50,000 every month. The the place we live in, the wife still wants to go chill with other wives. They do things like this. This is what you've gotten me used to. I can't downgrade from this. Then now you're having conversations about we need to leave 4 ways. We have to go live somewhere because life, but understand, when you retire or when you change or when, like with actors and actresses, remember, these people don't work 24/7, 365.
Yes.
When the project is done, the project is done. If there's no income, there's no income. You get to sustain your life with other streams of avenue, or if maybe you earned a big bag for that job.
Break it up.
But yes, you break it up, you make it last long and whatnot. But when the work dries up, you can't even anticipate season 2 because you know they killed off my character now. Now I have to find new work.
Yes.
New work entails new money, but might not be necessarily be
The
as
same.
much as Generations or what. Now you're on Gomorrah, my guy. We're
And
talking
there's
about
budget
30,000 from Generations, 150 or 200K a month. So if you know, you are on PNC News, now you're on SAPS. The lifestyle has changed.
Yeah, you must.
The income has changed. The lifestyle has to change. Everything has to change.
I'm just seeing those children going from nice blouses to wearing that maroon. Hey, if your jersey is maroon and red, it's tough schooling. 50 in a classroom there.
The child has to fight for his education.
Fight to be seen.
But that's essentially how it plays out, that whole system.
But then what would you have done? You're not telling us
Like-
what you've done. If it wasn't for this, what would you have
No,
done?
but that's what I'm trying to explain.
Okay.
We're working towards a thing. We're not at a place where we can go, the dream didn't work. If I don't make it in this, it's just something else I failed at, which is also not my
Yeah.
first dream. Just like you mentioned the multiple things.
Yeah.
It's also mentioned athletics and whatnot and whatnot. This is not my first dream, dog. There are others where they didn't work out.
This is the process.
And this is the pivot.
This is the process you're talking about.
Yes, this is the other thing.
Yes.
Right now.
Yeah.
What you're saying is the other thing.
I'll say this though about, which goes back to what Tsitsi was asking me about, like, what did I do before and how did I end up here? I think the problem that I see with a lot of us today is we all look at each other's dreams and we want the same thing. So a lot of us are always gunning for the same dream. So we see someone doing something and we go, I want to do that.
Or
I want to be that person.
Or you have the same dream and your expectations of reception from the dream are the same. So you're expecting the same return.
Yes.
And it's not like that for everyone. So we could all be doing the same thing. And if he gets a Benz, I'm expecting my Benz.
Yeah.
But it's not going to work like that.
Yeah, literally. If you look at the pursuit of happiness, the reason why Will Smith went to go become the thing is because while he was carrying his machine, a stockbroker pulled up in a Ferrari.
Yeah.
And he asked that guy, what do you do for a living? He
Bone
said,
density scan.
I sell stocks. That's what led him to do that. And to Farida's point, I think that's what we all do, especially with a lot of it people. You see them and you go, oh, if I become a presenter or an actor, I'll get a Benz, I'll live in Santa. And then you actually become an actor and you realize it actually doesn't pay a lot of money. How was that one getting the Benz and oh, you understand?
He was chowing the lotto money. We'll propose
yeah,
it.
So to your point.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, wow.
Nah, what you mean?
Nigga.
Man. So I think to your point, Titi, I think for me, I just got to a point where I was like, when I went to go study logistics management, I had a friend whose dad was a logistics manager and they did well at their house. So I was like, oh, okay, if I ever wanted a job that could allow me to do well for my family, that is it. Then when I studied the thing, I realized, no, this is not what I want to do. So when I went after this thing, it was because I was like, what do I want to do? Because I've been spending the last couple of years in varsity studying something I don't want to do. What would I want to do? And I literally said to myself, okay, let me just give myself a chance to do the thing that I want to do, regardless of how much it pays me or gives me.
That's dope.
Yeah, no.
Can I?
You want to add something?
Can I tell you a dope story my stepdad did? Nah.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's a quick one.
DJ,
yes, tell us.
DJ, the people in the comments are upset with us that we're always rushing to get it off your chest.
Yeah.
If they want to leave now during this part, let them leave. We finished the stories.
Address him.
So, guys, we're always being rushed here.
Yes.
It's not us.
Not us.
You just say, guys, I understand your point. You just see two vendor hands go. How are you supposed to tell
Those
stories in a comfortable manner that way?
Is that how vendor hands make?
So, what's your story, bro? What's your story?
So one thing my stepdad did. This was like the most beautiful thing, and I'll forever be grateful for this one. When I was going to Wits, right? When I was going to varsity, I was doing a lot of quantity surveying and stuff like that. Right? Like looking for those type of things. Also, like, because you heard somewhere that, buildings are cool and they make a lot of money. They're cool.
It's like people that wanted to become chartered accountants.
Yes,
Because it
there was a phase where everybody was
actuaries,
e-commerce. Maybe you understand. So like, then I was very good at art at school, right? Like, it was one of my distinctions. Like, and the history of art, like, is something that I really like. Michelangelo and those innovative
Leonardo
guys,
da
Da Vinci
Vinci
and all that stuff,
Yeah.
their inventions and all that stuff. My dad said to me, he's like, yeah, I know you got into university for those other things, but don't go this year for engineering or all those things first. This year, go to fine art. Go to fine art and then do fine art for a year. If you don't like it, you can always
pivot
and do whatever. But just try do an art degree. Then, luckily, by the time when we started like looking for for fine arts because I agreed with him. I was like, yeah, I'll do it for a year. When we were looking for those things, we found game design, which kind of,
encapsulated
every single thing that I wanted. And luckily I got in to game design, and it was a new thing that was being offered. I remember seeing people were doing like the quantity surveyings and engineering subjects at school, bro, and I was like, yo, I'm so happy that I'm here, because for the first time it felt like you're using your mind and you're doing something a lot more than
for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like for that thing, like, yo, bruh, like I don't think there's any career in the world that you can't make money off of if you really like just become top of. You can make money studying the types of octopuses or the types of the tortoise. You understand? You can make money.
Wait, don't deviate from the fact that your stepfather's a legend.
He's a legend,
can
bro.
we give it up to stepfathers out there, man?
It's beautiful, bro.
Yes.
My real father. This is what I wanted to study civil engineering. Ne? Okay, my marks didn't allow me. Ne? And then I went to architecture. I was like, I'm going to get in architecture. Wrote the test, passed. You know that simple test they give you, right? Yes. Wrote it, passed, ne? And then it was like basically the year was over, and it was December time, and my father, and then he got the bill from TUT. He looked at it, he's like, shoo, December money. Nah, bro. I think you need to find a bursary. And my marks were just too low for a bursary.
Ish.
Real fathers suck. Anyway,
No,
but we wanna.
bruh,
We wanna.
Wow.
You should have paid anyway.
What else do you want to get off your chest?
Yes. Before we do that, but we do definitely wanna include the cheese babies in here. Please tell us in the comments what would you have done if you haven't done. Tell us what you're doing now, and then what you would have done if you didn't do what you do now. With that being said,
Or what would you rather be doing
now? Yes,
instead of whatever it is you're doing?
I feel like a lot of people would have done like music, or not music, but something in
creative.
art. I think that everybody would
I
do
get
creative.
that, guys, but don't do this thing if you're not ready for this thing. A lot of people like to glamorize. Oh, I want to be Chris Brown. No, bruh. You don't want to be Chris Brown. You don't know how hard that man works.
Sometimes you need to get there, because you telling someone at you, and I agree with you 100%. Sometimes people need to see the dream isn't what they think it is.
Yes, it's not what you see, man.
It's all hard work.
It's
and
hard
that
work,
glamour
this
is
thing,
2
bruh.
seconds. After that, you must go back and rehearse for the next show.
Yes.
Joe, and I
Chandra,
pretended to be
you
Chris
danced,
Brown.
you pretended to be Chris
and how
Brown
hard
for
was that?
12 minutes.
I couldn't finish.
You couldn't
It was-
breathe, you were sweating.
It was hard work, and I didn't even move like
That
him.
man lives like an athlete, dog.
Of course.
You just think he's a singer.
but also
No,
that-
guys,
but-
you
but-
must have that commitment. You must have that dedication. You must
passion.
dedicate your life to this thing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, the last 15 years, I've dedicated my whole life to this thing.
But that's what
You'd have to
what,
die
that's
for
what
it.
we do. The thing is, people look
But
at
some people glamorize what they see and they go, oh, I'd like to.
but also they get dealt with by the whole system.
That's
right?
what I'm saying.
So people forget, like, what we do is very, or what we are aspiring to do, or the industry that we're in, is as competitive as any sport.
Any sport, any industry, any...
You try to do a joke. There are, you say you're a comedian, you're a pocket of comedy, right? There's all other teams. You see, at least in a soccer team, it's 22. I don't know how many players they have in their roster, but on the day it's about 22 players. On the day it's about 22 players times however many teams there are in whatever league, right? For us, it's any individual that says, nah, okay, it's here, pakadaiding. Now, as soon as you want to be that, you're going up against all those people. Their charisma, whatever they have. Some teams don't have fast players, they have accurate passing. Some comedians don't have the funniest jokes, but they have thoughtful jokes. Now you're competing against all those people, but you don't want to compete in terms of like showing up, in terms of putting in the hours, in terms of...
So now you're crying about not seeing or being seen. But also
You know, when you go to a comedy... Sorry, I'm just going to finish my point. You know, you go to a comedy night, and then you listen, or any night, like even musicians, I'm sure they have this, and you listen, and you're like, Bruiser are putting in work here.
Yes.
You know? Like, yo, Bruiser are working here.
Yes.
And you can feel the hours in the craftsmanship of the
Yes.
jokes and whatever.
Yes.
And then you find someone who says, I want to do this. And you look on stage, you're not even close to that type of fitness that you see on stage, whoever it may be. And then you find someone who's like, I want to do this. And then you say, okay, cool, meet me here next week. And then that same person is not there.
Yes.
Bro.
Or they come next week and they die and then they don't want to do it again.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, bro.
doesn't work like
This
that.
thing you do it whether you live or die.
And just going back to your point about feel like, guys, like we understand that everyone's feelings is valid, né? And the way they glamorize it. But remember, if you put like, now it's not a feeling, it's a thought. You're just thinking. Your feelings are valid, but when you add the word like in, it's literally just a thought. And you must, when you want to find something that you're passionate about, you must try and say yes to everything. And that's how you're going to find something. Because people are waiting like, I wish I was passionate. No, you need to go out and try something and then feel if you are passionate about that thing.
Yes.
And then that's how you give it your all.
Yes. Yes.
With that being said,
yes,
ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for Get It Off Your Chest.
Get it off your breast.
Get it off your chest. Lay it to rest. Get it off your chest. We can help you the best. Get it off your chest. You don't have to guess. Here on PNC, we're on the quest to help you relieve that stress.
Get it off your chest.
Hey, Maestro.
Hey PNC crew,
Yeah,
Anonymous
here we
here all the way from Kenya. Hello Titi.
Kenya.
Yeah, nice.
Hello the ever beautiful forehead master. Faripivi.
From Kenya.
The big man himself, Popops. Oh, and the guys at the back.
Brothers.
At the back.
Yeah, you guys do have an international audience.
Yeah.
You guys do know. We appreciate you for always coming through. I do listen and I do enjoy. So mine is pretty simple. As the year ends, just to get to know, do you guys feel like you are working towards your purpose? Do you guys feel like you know your purpose in this life, and are you working towards it? Are you putting in the work towards it? And how did you come to know that whatever you're doing is your purpose? Especially if you're coming from a religious point of view, do you guys feel like you are pursuing your purposes, if I may say?
Oh, my brother.
That's a nice question.
Oh,
Yo.
Shout out to Kenya.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cheese Babies in Kenya.
Cheese babies.
Hey, Batisia Kenya, Kantisi Nawante Kenya.
Jumbo, eh.
Jumbo.
Cheese
Yo, man, my brother, I know you sent this voice note a while ago, but it's almost like you were a part of our conversation.
Yes.
I think, I speak on behalf of myself, but I know I also speak on behalf of the team when I say the things that we're doing with our lives together and as individuals kind of feels like we are working in our purpose. I think for me, there's that cliche saying, I forget it now. It's like something, the day you are born and the day you find what you love.
Yeah.
You start living. No, you start living your life the day you were born and the day you find out what you were born for, or something like that. I'm paraphrasing.
Life begins, bro.
Life begins the day you were born and the day you find out why you were born. And I think for me, ever since I found my purpose, I've really been living. For me, that's what I feel like. So I feel like I'm at the place where God has wanted me to be, and I feel like, and it's not a thing where. And I think I said this before where I say, I feel like it's not a gift that I was given. I think it's something that I was borrowed for my time on earth. I was given this gift and I was like, okay, I was borrowed this gift. And I was like, okay, here's some of the tools you can utilize while you're here. So I think we all get given a set of tools to use while we're here. And this for me is one of them. So that's how I know I'm walking my purpose, because I found a way to use the tools that God has given me.
Yo, for me, it's like to say, like, I have so much deja vu just being here in the studio.
Oh,
and that's how I
dope,
know,
man.
like, I'm exactly where I'm supposed
That's
to be.
beautiful.
Every time I'm like, there's Pop's fart, I'm like, oh, I was here before.
Wow. So,
Confirmation.
Yeah, bro, in my deja vu.
Confirmation.
I was just running, scattering away from him.
You stay on the run.
I remember this one.
This guy just romanticized the piña.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
You're gonna let them frame me.
Are you living in your...
I am, because you did it right there and you vibrated the whole table.
It did. It did.
Thank you, Tabiso. Thank
As a
you.
fact checker, I can confirm.
Whoa.
It
The
did.
whole 2 tables shook.
Yeah, it sounded like it was thundering outside.
And then he stood up and looked at you.
He does that all the
He
time.
does that. Oh,
What happens
But
behind
as you
the
grow older, like you start losing the ability to hide away your farts. You know, like this weekend. Yeah, bro. This
So are you
weekend,
saying your
I had
breaks get
visitors-
finished?
I had visitors-
Yeah, you can't
Are you
stop
saying
anymore.
your breaks get finished?
No, my breaks still work. Yeah.
There's an auntie whose breaks don't work, right? They didn't know, and it was her 80th birthday, and they kept feeding her cake and more cake, and everyone that came afterwards was just.
Yeah, bro. You even stop losing the sorry, bro. You just go ish.
Yeah.
We all know what's up.
Yeah, but to answer your question from earlier, my thing is like I've started having to become more braver with myself, right? Because I think like it's easy to play a victim in a lot of things because it gives you an excuse to fail. It gives you an excuse in case you fail. When you're brave, you have the responsibility to win, you know, and take winning for whatever it is. So now I do say I'm living my purpose. I don't say stuff like I don't know, man. You know when you leave it to like
To chance of
interpretation.
fate.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You know, I'm just finding the universe, and you know the waves will just find me, bro. But I just want to be a good person, and hopefully, Now I say I'm living my purpose. I'm doing my dream. I'm making my dreams come true. I don't even have a dream. I'm achieving my goals, you know. And if I don't, my goals update every single day. When you see something you like, you update your goals. You know, okay, cool. This I can achieve. But I'm getting there, you know. And I'm getting there by fire, by force, by God.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Praise him.
Praise him. Farida?
For me, I think it's just actively participating in my own life.
Yeah.
Hey.
I think for a long time I've let things happen haphazardly, and I'm hoping it'll take me somewhere. But I think now I'm awake and I'm conscious of what I'm trying to achieve. And I think for the longest time I just was like, oh, I'm lucky. You know, now I'm like, okay, I want to go there. So being awake and aware and taking note of things, people, places, and moments. And I think now, I don't want to sound spiritual or whatever, but like I really feel like there's been a destiny change. Ne? And I think I'm for the longest time since.
Yes, for the longest time.
You said
they're
destiny
fighting.
change,
They're fighting.
Destiny changed from year to year.
Yo, they're fighting from the top and the bottom.
I guess.
Ish.
Anyway.
What are you saying?
I even forgot what I was gonna say.
No,
Oh my
no,
god.
Destiny changed
Yes.
and it's
So-
aligning.
So I'm surrounded by people who have had this experience. And I'm lucky enough to ask questions if I'm unsure, as opposed to me going through this and kind of feeling it out. But I think a part of the responsibility is me feeling it out.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Maestro,
It's
next
the
one.
hour. Reform. Revive. Maestro, rewind.
Rewind, maestro.
They keep cutting you
All right,
out.
my bad.
Tabiso Alpheus
I'm a
Mhlongo.
driver.
Yo, Chandra,
Like
and you're
you
sitting
said.
right next to
Yeah,
you,
like
bro.
you
Driver more.
It's the second time we've done this.
You
Third,
keep
third.
touching
I've been
my gear. No, my steering wheel.
Hey!
Hibana, what's happening now?
First you accuse me of fighting, now I'm touching your gears, Chandra.
And you're fighting,
Metaphorically,
and you're
you know
fighting
what
in
I'm
his
saying?
deja vus, not just in real life. That means Chandra unor ablome so
Wow,
that sorry
nah.
when it pops.
Tabiso, let us know, my brother.
I have nothing.
Maestro, play.
I'm playing, you know. But that's very. I wanted to kind of like reiterate the thing you were saying.
Yeah.
And I think you've made. It was at Cell Group when you mentioned it the first time, which I have never thought of it like that. But the tools analogy of Because I was one of the people who were thinking, now I'm living my purpose. And that kind of made me realize that sometimes we cap what we think our ability is, according to what we can do. But then God obviously has a bigger and greater plan.
Yes.
So it's always a situation where we can say, yes, I'm living my purpose, but I think what happens is we live within that purpose. But this is not the purpose. What we're supposed to do with this
Is the
at the end of the
purpose.
day is the purpose.
Yes.
So this is within the purpose. So
Yes.
I don't think we're necessarily living or following our purpose or whatever, like that guy was asking. I don't think it's worded straight like that. I think what it is we do what we do, we live within our purpose because we want this. But whatever plan that's working beyond us is going, this must happen first before I get you to that place where I need you to do this thing. And that won't even be our imagination or whatnot. When you Chris Brown and you're performing in Africa and people's lives change because they get to touch you, not even hear you sing that day. Because singing, you think that's your purpose. But when someone goes, yo, I'm so close to this brew, whatever changes in their life is part of the purpose of this person being that icon or artist or whatever. So in that sense,
Beautiful. So that man, so you're saying like that man could have not seen that whole thing as his dream when he landed, but as soon as he stepped on stage and he started feeling the love that he felt, then he's like, oh, this is my purpose. But remember, the show had been sold out for like
No,
2 or 3
I
weeks.
think you misinterpret what Tabiso's saying is when someone sees him.
Yes.
So a lot of social media posts, people have been like, "Yo,
Too
I'm
close.
this is the closest I've ever been to what, or I got
So that
so
m-
close." That moment of being that close to Chris Brown meant something for you. People
To
are
him, it's
people are
just-
saying, I'm gonna have the best week ever. I was literally 30 centimeters away from Chris Brown.
Yes.
That's what he's saying. He's saying this
Yeah.
guy's purpose is to sing and dance, but because he was in the presence of people, because someone got to see him, it's like going to a thing and touching a shrine and going, oh, my life has changed.
Someone looked at him and
No,
said,
no, we're talking about
I
the
see
same
those
thing.
knuckles.
Yes,
yeah,
yes, it
man.
is.
Those
It's the
knuckles
same.
eat.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, but also understand in Chris's perspective, probably when he was dreaming as a kid about singing and
He never
whatnot,
saw this.
doing dance moves, he's thinking, a simple example would be, I'm going to sell out the Super Bowl one day, I'm going to perform at halftime. And then, but your purpose brings you to a place where you didn't even imagine. Because now he's doing 3 times more the Super Bowl, but it's not because his purpose was to perform in Africa. His purpose was to inspire. So the performance, his art is just
Part and
the
parcel.
toolbox that he has. Gispan at 13. But his purpose is bigger than just the performance or the stadium itself. So whoever gains from it, whoever wins from it, whoever's life changes from that point on, that's part of the greater purpose of Chris Brown being this thing.
All right. Maestro, please play us the second voice note.
Hi PNC, hi PNC. My name is Anonymous, and I am actually a student from UFF, and I'm actually from Lesotho. So, shout out to all the Lesotho cheese babies. Yes. So
International.
basically, I have 2 things to get off my chest, and I'll try to be quick. A situation has happened right now, and I met this guy actually who you went to primary school with, and he's had a girlfriend for a while, but every time we meet, it's like there's a fire, there's a spark sharp. But he has a girlfriend, and we've been on and off. When I was dating, he wasn't dating. When he wasn't dating, I was dating. And I just got this intense jealousy, which is like so insane. I'm like, I'm stupid. I'm so hot, and I'm so pretty. Actually, he bought her like a bracelet from friends and everything. I'm just saying, give me advice on how to get over him. Because we're going to be living in the same accommodation next year. We're actually really good friends, but that's not respecting myself or the girl if I'm going to do, I don't know the girl, but like doing that to another female that doesn't right with me. I thought the relationship was wrong. But it looks pretty strong because, he just bought us the thing. Fine, whatever. That's the situation. Right. The second thing, please. Our lecturers have this really annoying thing of making our exams and stuff on Saturdays. So I would like to beg and ask, please, you guys can just make sure that your live show that's gonna be in Bloemfontein next year is on a Sunday. Like, please, can it be on a Sunday? Because I need to come watch. Because when podcasting show was here, I didn't watch. So I just really love to watch. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Hi, Farida. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Titi. Hi, Ishandri. When are your stories, man? Hi, Mokwena. Hi, everyone. We love the show.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Emanyana. She said, I'm anonymous. Then she proceeded to say, from this university, I come from this place. I have a friend of mine who has a girlfriend that doesn't want this. And then also the other day he
Now
came
they
with
know.
her to this thing. How anonymous.
Now they know.
This is how Jub used to catch them.
So our first question.
Farida. Yeah.
Do you remember what you said on the first?
How do I get over him?
Yes, I'll shake it.
You already have a moral dilemma because you're like, it doesn't feel right. And I feel like if that's the one thing that you can go off of, it's that feeling. Because if you're going to dabble in it and you're still going to feel bad knowing you didn't want to do it, is it really worth it? Also, you're young. It's not the first guy you're going to meet. He's going, please, the books, baby. Books before boys.
B before B.
Books before boys.
Because boys bring.
And the second thing was Bloemfontein.
Yes, she's asked if we could do it on a Sunday.
On a Sunday. That's so tricky. Sunday shows only work properly if the Monday is a public holiday. Essentially, our target audience are working people. And
Hey man, I think you cover it right there, man.
So let's leave it there.
Let's get next one.
Even Chris Brown on Sunday, it was just unemployed.
Unemployed.
Yeah.
No, it was a public. Yeah, it was a
holiday,
public.
you're right.
That's why the
You're
employed
right,
could
you're
come.
right. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Dance.
Hi guys on PNC. This is Yay Anonymous.
Okay.
Hi Faropai, Moyana frontal is a fixing mo patleng. This is turmeric the paperic. I saw you on Telesun. What are you doing on Telesun, my dog? Is pregnancies on the front pages of Telesun nowadays? Who never ceases to surprise me. Pop-ups. I don't know how to diss you. I mentioned in a good looking boys. So cool, yeah. Eshandre, kumele sambe sidlala rugby. Lento yakho wena iComedy ayisebenzi.
Wow.
Yo.
Konje ba Mthabiso makoratula
working.
Mfethu. Wena wasekhaya wena wasempumalanga. Mina ngibuye inhlazatshe ke. Hey, mara I'm gonna reveal my identity by showing yo. But yeah, guys, I have a situation here. I went on a date with a girl a couple of days ago. It was nice, very nice. We were chilling, you know. We kissed at the end of the date. Yeah, things were flowing through the week, you know. We were conversating. How jiggy at night. One night, I tried to call her. The call is declined. Me as a nigga, I say, okay, let me just relax. When as I'm relaxing the following day, I receive a call. When I receive a call, there's a guy on the phone. You know, I thought it was the girl calling, and I hear a voice of a guy. This guy asked me, am I the boyfriend of this person? And I'm like, what? You know, and I say, no, I'm the friend. Then I hang up. So now I'm in a situation, guys. I don't know whether to keep on pursuing her, because now I'm at the point where I want to pursue her. And my pursuing of her, it is to mess up everything in the life, because she lied to me. And now it's a matter of revenge. So I want advice, especially Taviso, because Taviso understands what I'm talking about.
Wow,
Do I go back to this girl and show her flames, then leave her alone? Or do I just leave it the way it is?
Torture.
Thank you, guys.
My brother, yeah, I was there when you called. Hey, you were bothering us. I'm joking. Tabiso, this one is for you.
Yo, this
Toxic
guy.
with a capital T.
I don't understand revenge though. Revenge for what? Because she lied about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't know who called you.
So he thinks.
No, man, like, you got my hopes up, right? We hit it off. Things were great. I started imagining things with you, bruh. A life with you, a future with you. Then I call you, your phone's off, I make nothing of it. How next thing I'm being called by a dude and I'm being questioned.
What is the gay best friend?
In my fear, I don't even tell the truth and go, no, that's my new person. I go, no, that's my friend, because something tells me this is a scary situation. So I go, no, that's my friend. Now I even feel bad for saying, why did I say that's my friend? I should have just said, yeah, vele. Plus, that's how our date was. So now he wants to go. He wants
ruin that relationship.
Not even ruin the relationship. He wants his revenge. Now, what I'm not clear of is, does he want revenge because of the guy made him feel some type of way, or does he want to revenge the girl for betraying him? So does he want to go and ruin her relationship and then bounce out, or does he want to go and get her hopes up high, and when they're high, he goes, nah, you did this to me.
I think it's number 2.
One.
I think it's all of the above. He wants to.
Yeah. Also, hey guys, man,
I hope it's number 2.
What? Just
whichever one it is, though.
Why?
Where do humans get this thing of? Okay, let's say she did have a partner, and then, what's your problem there? You expected her to be single.
Or you want to own her.
You see.
That's your property now, because that's the way you're behaving. If she has someone else, she had a fun time with you.
But you should have told me that there's someone else. That way I could have better prepared myself.
Instead
of having to go, oh no, I'm the friend, and then boop.
But on one date, he said he went on a date.
This man has regrets about his answer.
Yes.
He has regrets about his answer. So now he's trying to avenge his feelings.
But
and he's doing it based on emotion. And all that's going to do is make him feel more tired.
Yep.
Can I ask you guys an interesting question?
Ask it, brother. Ask.
Human beings, we are the only, I think that animals are not like us. But we are definitely like animals, because we are the ones that don't want to say we are animals. But animals are the ones that don't behave like us. If you get what I'm saying. Because a situation like this in the lion world would not work. You know? Like if you are with a lion, if you are with a lioness and I'm another lion and I want your lioness, that it would be we'd solve that issue within 10 minutes, and the lioness will say, okay, I'm sorry.
The weakest link.
I'm going this way.
But we kind of do that.
We don't.
We don't
kind of
communicate.
do. So,
We don't
lions don't
communicate.
cheat.
We don't communicate.
Which animals cheat, Chandra?
Leopards.
Anyway, you haven't asked the question.
My question is,
Boo, Tabiso, boo. Boo. Tomatoes.
so my question is, where are we drawing all these morals from? Because it seems like human beings are the only creature that doesn't want to behave like animals.
Yes, they are the
where are we
closest.
drawing all
Because
these?
we create a loyalty, right? And under loyalty, we expect people to be loyal to us regardless. And then we fail to use the same standard on other people. So you always feel like someone owes you. We have this thing of being owed. If two single people come together, we assume they are single because you've come alone. You didn't come with your boyfriend. You didn't come with your girlfriend. The assumption is that we are alone. And if we act on impulse of wanting to go further than just people who know each other, there's this thing of, okay, surely you wouldn't keep this from me. The betrayal is in your assumption that people are always honest.
Or whether if it's any of your business.
It is if you're going to take me to a place where it's further than where we started. Because then we're going to go back to intention.
If I say I want to marry you.
Yeah, but you must tell me
like
what's in your house. I can't just come in with 16 bags and you are sitting in a mkuku function.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If I say I want to marry you,
Yes.
then I maybe
change my
owe you
mind.
a certain truth. But if we are just phone call him, and then someone answers.
It's the assumption that we are meant to be together, Akira, because you didn't tell me. So now the shock is in me knowing that there's a man that's in your place and I didn't know about it. So why is there a man answering your phone?
But guys, we're also jumping because they went on one date.
But he's assuming.
He's assuming because he really likes her.
That's the problem.
Yes, that's the problem right there.
The moment
They
we
kiss.
swap saliva.
There's something going on. It's more than
Something
just
is wrong.
here.
A kiss is just
Something's going on.
kiss.
No, bro. Where does this
lamza,
notion of,
lamza.
of love must happen after the 4th date? No, man, love happens instantly, bro. Like, you can fall in love with somebody's personality like that, right?
But remember, dating.
So whatever you can, bro. You
Guys,
But
can.
that's love. You're talking about love.
But
Yeah, but I'm saying if he's doing that, that's a passionate act. If you're going to like make someone fall in love with you so you can hurt them, bruh, that means you were hurt on a different level. It's not even about the other person. It's about you.
Your morals are
That's the
your
brew.
morals are now in question. But also
That's the brew.
on top of it, even if they've lamzad, like in a relationship doesn't just work from love. Like, we're not children. The reason why you look for a romantic partner, especially a male and a female role, is it's like you have a purpose. I want children. I want to build a house. I want something to work for. A woman, I want security. I want my children well looked after. You must represent all those things. Maybe she just lamza you and it's like, it doesn't lamza lekker. I don't want this lamza from you. Phone off.
But then who's?
Do you understand what I'm
we don't
saying?
know who the other
You
guy
know
is.
what the thing is? What is trying to explain? Let me make it simpler, ne? And it's not toxic. It's really just people fail to put themselves in the other person's shoe, so to speak. When you love this girl, sharp, and this thing bothers you so much, now you're thinking about revenge and doing evil things. It could have been as simple as her confused going, this guy hasn't stated his intentions, but we've already kissed. So, my friend, please call him with my number and find out what we are. Just ask him, is he a boyfriend or what? So I also know. Then you say, no, we are friends. Then after you go for revenge. You've committed triple murder now.
Under assumption.
Under assumptions, and you are wrong in every instance of every step of this situation.
Yo, we're gonna move on to the next voice note. My brother, revenge is not worth it.
Leave it.
There's no
leave it.
voice note.
There's no
Just
but
leave it.
bruh. Like, there's gang women everywhere, even in Mpumalanga. Lots of pretty women in Mpumalanga.
Go to Barberton, there's 8.
And there's a saying in
go to
Barberton.
Nelspruit. Go to just
Nelspruit,
drive to Nelspruit from Konji said it's from Eshatini or
Hlazatshe. Yeah, it's close.
Go to Nelspruit. There are beautiful women there. Beautiful women in Nelspruit. Spend a weekend there, my brother. It's got no revenge more to fail out. There's a factory of human beings. It's called Earth.
Yes.
You live there.
There's
Lots.
a saying.
Make friends.
The one you think you like, there's 20,000 that look like her and better. So please, go.
There's a phrase we
million,
use.
There's 2 million.
2
actually.
million.
That means some of us
No, bro, like, we like hanging on to the idea. Hey, bro. Hey, Rabapaya.
He's just
Explore.
But also, it just feels
Spread
extreme.
your wings.
Open those cheeks.
And fly.
Get in there, brother.
There's a phrase in Barberton we use. There's many fish in the sea, and level M.
What's level M doing in this?
Guys, let's move on to some entertainment.
Some entertainment gossip there.
Let's find out what
level M.
Hey.
Let's.
Kuro is the king of the sea.
Hey.
Ruler of underground.
Hey.
No barbers are from Barberton.
Over Pride Rock.
Hey. You know what they say?
Hey, man,
Oh yeah, Hakuna Masari.
Guys,
What a wonderful day.
you meet some, you lose some. It's just the circle of life.
Yes.
Guys.
You must carry on. You must go
When he was young.
Push through.
Or just be prepared.
Yeah. He just couldn't wait to be the king. Oh, he just couldn't wait to be king.
And you know what they say? Long live the king.
You know, in
Talking
life, uskabale matata. It means no worries.
Yeah, how can I matter?
On that note, It's both
Do it.
No, because I was gonna go off the king one.
Yeah. Oh.
Then he came with Timon and Pumbaa.
No, it's still Lion King.
No, I know. I'm saying I was gonna go.
gonna go
Speaking
for
about
that.
kings, the king of entertainment news.
So die repeats of the
So now I was trying to think of a Timon and Pumbaa
Okay.
way in.
But it means no worries. Simba is there.
Talking about having no worries. This guy is definitely not worried. Ladies and gentlemen, Kiena Tabiso, the Rupitsanoha on Real Kamoza.
I love Real Kamoza.
The Real Gamoza.
Dumelang bagaitsu kinna Tabiso di Rupitsanoha, aka Taps on Entertainment. We hope you are enjoying your ho holidays. More Real Kamoza. We want to talk about the things we are living in 2024. Rekala Kayena, the pretty girl from Johannesburg, Barakiena Tyler. Yena, she's coming with us to 2025. Pella, she won every single award this year. Whenever there was an Afrobeat Award nomination, Tyler was there, reluctantly taking it. We identify as Johannesburg, so we can leave water in 2024. For every performance of this song, Centurion spends a week without water.
We want water. We want water. We want water. We want Texas. We want water. We want water. We want water. We want water. We want Texas. We want water. We want water. We want water.
Podcast is as dry as Mutsintsila Wansiki Mazwai. I know. We all know she hates that song. Lebo M is living yet another ex-wife in 2024 as he moves to greener pastures. Again. Some people suspect that this time it might be a mini-series. But only time or Musa Kaula will tell. Somebody please tell Grootman Lebo Gore you don't have to marry the one-night stand. You can just call them an Uber. Even though we would like to leave Diddy in 2024, it seems he might slip his way into 2025. It seems like he has tried to pass the baton or the torch to Jay-Z. Some say he was alleged to have passed him a little girl. But through the ball of death, it has now come back to haunt them. Ironically, come on back is how they allegedly used to finish at the Diddy parties. But it seems those allegations are not sticking on the legend that is Jay-Z. So in 2024, we are leaving behind the false accusations. If you are caught drinking and driving this festive season, Oscar Buamaka, tell the truth. If the cop asks, were you drinking? Do not falsely accuse yourself of not. Turn to him and say, hey, yeah, Papa, I've had 4 beers, 2 tequilas, 4 Jonga Meisters, but I'm fine.
Why are you drinking and driving? Huh?
And he's showing us his license on the phone. He doesn't have it with him. He's just having a pic.
No. Why are you drinking and driving? Check on him.
We are leaving behind judging people in 2024 because one person's homelessness is another person's paradise. From the dust we came, to the dust we shall return. One day we will all return at Tulwini, like Lutuli Dlamini. Bonga, the divine specimen of a human being, the intersection of the intersections, the beggar with the vocabulary bigger than Alfred Lechadimas, is livid, as this year we found out that he is not the only well-spoken or famous homeless person we know. Lutuli Dlamini's situation, whatever it is one that does not need to be judged. We listen, we smell,
but we do not judge homelessness.
Hi, I just want to dispel a few rumors. Say thank you to everyone who's shown support for me, everyone who's offered me a house to live in, someone who has offered me their spare room. I really appreciate that. I just wanted to dispel all of those concerns about me being homeless. I'm not homeless, not at all. I'm living in a beautiful place in Durban, lots of sunshine. As you can see, I got my sunshiny hat. Washing clothes, which is good. It's physical work. This is, it's good for building up muscle tone and stuff. I'm happy. I'm fine. I'm good.
Christopher Maurice Brown sells out FNP Stadium and renames it Principal this past weekend. Someone's pillar of strength was seen fighting little girls for Chris Brown's t-shirt that he threw to the audience. Other artists were there as well. This was Uncle Vinny's last attempt at the major leagues. The size 24 waist hype man child boy, youngster and remaining member of EFF was seen at Brizzy Bowl dancing for his life like a single mother. The dreads nedi fufa mo yeng moya wa South Africa nele dreadlocks ya Uncle Vinny. So much so that some of those dreads flew off. Stadium sweepers were seen clearing the stage before Christopher climbed to make sure had tripechi over those blonde dreads. In comedy news on the 27th of December, Tabe really go the one and only Radisson Red right here in Johannesburg for the last Savannah Comedy Bar gig. On the 28th of December, there will be Skumba Big Banger Last Laugh happening at Gold Reef City Casino. Well, that's it from us here at Real Gomoza. Please be safe out there. Aparang the safety belt and impregnate only if it is your spouse. Retlalebona in 2025. Good wood, good fabric, goodbye. Nilalen ngotolo.
Grill,
Gramosa. Yo, cheese babies. As you heard from Ntate Thabisodi Rupitsanoga, literally the last gig of the year. I think it's Tabiso's birthday on the 27th of December. So we're all going to be at the Radisson Red.
Oh, yeah.
It's an open invitation to everybody. It's a Savannah comedy bar. It's going to be out of this world. Yeah, it's basically going to be our Christmas party as well. So if you're around Radisson Red, Rosebank, Sida, 27 DEC, baby. That's all I have to say. I'm out just like a thief in the night.
Yeah, come on the 27th. If artistry Sundays was anything to go by.
We say artistry as well. We'll see you there.
That's that.
By Scope this coming Sunday as well.
No, don't worry. Thought I forgot, but I remember
the time.
I'm saying, okay, it's a Lion King reference as well. But what I'm saying is that if it's anything to go by, remember. Yeah. Okay, it's fine. But as I was saying,
that was a reach.
That comment left you with a scar.
It's enough now. It's enough now. It is enough.
Your headed one for long.
You've been waiting.
You were waiting for someone to die.
Chandra, do it again.
No, we were not sponsored.
Say it.
The hyenas are here.
Jingles.
You are definitely a hyena
I'm
too.
not.
All right.
Sorry,
Were you Zazu?
Wow.
Zazu. Yeah,
but
but
the beak is here.
Ah.
I have nothing to say. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thanks, guys.
Come through to the 27th. If Artistry Sundays, I was saying, is anything to go by, we do turn up really, really nice. It was a nice party.
It was.
There was nice people at the party, you know? Yeah.
All right. On that note, I think we're out. I'm Sean Rizzi, the Ghost Easy.
Oh yeah, the man with the facts. We out of here, man.
Yeah. Kenatiti Chumia. Selomo's father.
Kina Farida.
But
Oh, sorry, Kina Mpo.
but when we did not read like it's very reason you know what reason.
Where we catching you?
So the way you're catching me.
Dog.
Ever since you started doing comedy, that line went away.
Yeah. You saw
Catch me
online
on
is not the
life.
one.
Life is the one.
Online is not the one.
I keep
Real
getting-
life.
I keep getting tagged in like weird
Then
things.
she
and
does
they-
this with her hands at 99%. Yeah. Anyway.
What do you
on that-
prefer
You know
at
what?
the
It's-
moment?
it's not
Online
okay.
or
That's not
offline?
okay. We can't glaze over the fact that he said I have 99% of fingers.
Wow.
You said what?
99% of fingers.
Who
He
said
said
that?
me, Shanrei.
But he's right.
Wow!
And online, we do live weekly, this song. Hi guys, welcome
Yeah,
back.
online I have to.
So,
I
you're probably
recorded this
wondering what is
and
the good way to quench your thirst? Drink Sol.
The day you get,
and then she says, with a finger.
Then you see the can opening. And it's a slow-mo. Come on, Ole.
do you get a discount on gloves?
Wow. Yo. I couldn't even sneak.